Greetings, everybody. It's Matt here.
And Jake.
And I'm sorry if I sound a bit down and stuff. It's because, well, one, I've just woken up from a long nap. I'm still a bit tired. And two, well, to be honest, folks, I've been having technical difficulties recording this game.
This is like the third time we tried recording this.
No kidding. I mean, the first time, it was due to audio issues. The second time, the video quality was bleh. So we're hoping this third time will be the charm. Anyway, back to what's actually on the screen. This is actually a Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories, which is the remake of the Game Boy Advance game Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And it is the sequel to Kingdom Hearts. Yes, between Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2, there was another game, which is weird considering the next game afterwards is Kingdom Hearts 2, and wouldn't it technically be Kingdom Hearts 3 or something? I know, it's weird. But I'm guessing that this was released because it was released on another console, the Game Boy Advance, and a quote-unquote side game. They didn't name it Kingdom Hearts 2 just to make sure people aren't confused, but
despite the fact that many plot points are brought up here that aren't explaining 2.
Yes, this continues the story and it introduces things that will show up in future games, so it's weird. Anyway, folks, I'm playing this on standard mode because, well, basically you get nothing really if you complete it on proud mode or beginning mode. I mean, I'm sure if you want to play on proud mode for the challenge, it's your prerogative, but I just want to play to have an enjoyable experience. Plus, I don't really go back to this game as much, and I'll explain why as I go through this game. Anyway, folks, we are essentially watching the opening credits of this game, which recaps the events of the first game, really. And all to the loving sounds of Simple and Clean, the J-pop version. Though personally, and I don't think I mentioned this in my previous outing with Kingdom Hearts, I prefer the ending credits version. It's nice, slow, and
it better reflects the tone of the ending.
Exactly. That's just, I'm sorry, folks. Again, we're
just hoping this one doesn't screw up again.
Yeah, it's just so many things have gone wrong with this recording. In fact, here's a little thing to point out. Originally, my brother was going to join me during the first Kingdom Hearts game. However, we've had technical difficulties with that as well. And I was forced to do this solo, so
yeah, we haven't had very good luck with the Kingdom Hearts games.
Hopefully we'll change all that, starting with this one. Besides, my brother here is a Disney fan as well, and he wanted to share some things about some of the movies that were featured in that game. But, thankfully, they'll make a reappearance in this game because we'll see it eventually. So, yeah. So, Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories. Now, this game was actually first remade for the PlayStation 2 so that it would be released along with Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, you know? They actually remade a Game Boy game in celebration of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
And by the way, this cutscene actually was in the Game Boy Advance version.
Yes, and I was actually surprised. I do have the Game Boy Advance version, and to see this on my screen is like, wow. So, did they use up most of the memory just for these kind of graphics, or?
I'd imagine so.
Yeah. So anyway, here we are, exactly where we left off, with Sora and company on the road to nowhere, trying to find Mickey and Riku. And, yeah, pretty much getting lost.
Along the road ahead lies something you need. However, in order to claim it, you must lose something that is dear to you.
Okay, that was weird. I don't remember dialogue being in the original GBA, but then, of course, the Game Boy Advance, the technical limitations and all that.
Yeah.
Besides all the grunts and the huyas and maybe the occasional sound here and there, but yeah.
Pretty interesting castle there.
Yeah, that's pretty much a what the heck? Who designed this place? MC Etcher? I mean, come on. It's a castle weirdly designed in the middle of nowhere. It's like, I don't know, perhaps it was designed by a girl or something? Who knows?
Maybe like a little girl or something?
Little girl? I don't know. I figure an adult mind, you know, someone who's a master of such things could design such a thing for some unknown purpose, but we'll never find out what that is. Never. No. I believe, I think this point forward, all the scenes are essentially 3D, because obviously I think it cuts to the 2D sprites in the original, I believe.
Yeah.
Alright, and enjoy the scene.
Hey, you think it's okay to barge in?
But we gotta do it if we're gonna find the king.
The king? King Mickey's here?
Something just told me he'd be here, okay?
Really? 'Cause now that you mention it, I was kinda thinking the same thing.
Seriously? Me too. One look at this castle, and I just knew. Our very best friends. They're here.
Yep, guess great minds think alike.
Wait, hey, hold on. It can't be just a coincidence.
Oh no, Jiminy. You don't need that.
Yep, I had it too. I had the exact same feeling.
Gorge, maybe it's contagious.
No, something's screwy. We gotta go take a look.
All right.
Where are you going?
That way. To the door. Are you scared?
Don't be ridiculous. Come on, let's go, Goofy.
Hey, fellers, shouldn't we shut the door behind us before we go? Sora!
That's it. Who are you?
Yes. Oh, yeah? I'll try some magic. Thunder! Come on. Thunder! Thunder! Come on. Blizzard! Fire! Why isn't it working?
I should think it's obvious. The moment you set foot in this castle, you forgot every spell and every ability you ever knew. In this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. That is the way in Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
Here you will meet people that you have known in the past, and you will meet people you miss.
I miss? Riku! You mean Riku's here?
If what you want is to find him.
What'd you do?
I merely sampled your memories, and from them, I made this. To reunite with those you hold dear.
What's this? A card?
It is a promise for the reunion you seek. Hold the card to open the door, and beyond it a new world. Proceed, Sora. To lose and claim anew, or to claim anew only to lose.
Come on. Let's go.
Okay, so yeah. And did these guys in black coats go to the good old Gambit School of card throwing?
Huh.
Yeah. Now, speaking of black coats, you may notice that this black coat guy is not the same guy that we've encountered back in Kingdom Hearts 1. He is not the unknown man. Even though he went through Sora and sampled memories, you may notice a slight detail of rose petals. I think they're rose petals, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they're a little bit pinkish, but,
Here they are cherry blossoms.
well, whatever. Anyway, here's a major gimmick of this game. Going to worlds using cards. Well, technically, they're not worlds per se. They're more like reshaping a floor of this castle into a world, or a memory of the world, so yeah. And to lose is to find is to lose. What the heck does that mean?
Nah,
You don't get it at all?
not really.
Anyway, so, yeah, here he is, the guy who lured us into the castle in the first place, and what he's going to do right now is, he's going to teach us the basics of combat in this game. I don't know why, but, I mean, it's pretty obvious that he's the villain, you know, black cloak and all.
Yeah, seriously, all he needs is like a big sign that says, "I'm the villain."
Mm-hmm. Now, you may have noticed that Sora's voice sounded a bit deeper.
Sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, well, it's weird because, well, it's a little thing that's a bit natural for most boys who grow up. A little natural thing known as puberty. And, folks, it is Haley Joe Osment once again voicing Sora. However, since this game was made after Kingdom Hearts 2, and we know for a fact that Sora underwent puberty there, as did Haley Joe Osment, well, they couldn't exactly alter his voice to sound like his younger self. So, well, it kind of makes sense in a way because Sora is a teenager. He is 14, as I believe I talked about last game, right?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I played Kingdom Hearts, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, so we can assume that the Fellowship of the Key has been pretty much on the road to nowhere for some time. We don't know how much time has passed. I mean, can voices deepen naturally? I mean, like, spontaneously, I mean.
Not spontaneously. I think it, like, transitions.
Transitions, like, slowly gets deeper, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Okay, so I might as well talk about what's going on screen right here. Again, we're going through a little tutorial, and we're learning about the card system, the main source of combat in this game. As you can see here, we have some red cards with keyblades on them, and they are the attack cards. And the only way to use these cards is to mash the X button. So, yeah. However, there are other kinds of cards that I will talk about. I might as well talk about one of them here since we just demonstrated them earlier. One of the cards that occasionally pops up with Donald or Goofy is known as a friend card. And if you use that card, well, your friend will appear and do something.
So it's more or less a summon?
For the most part, yeah. In Donald's case, he'll use magic. He'll use either one of four... No, correction. He'll use two of a certain spell. Well, no, scratch that. He'll cast two spells. There we go. He'll cast two spells, and they can be either the same or mixed up. Now, he has the chance to cast Thunder, Fire, Blizzard, and Cure. And those are the only ones he can cast.
However, the spell he casts is random.
Yeah, completely random. There's no set order. Now, as you just saw right here, when you run out of cards, there's another card there that lets you reload your current deck. And, yeah, as you see right here, the reload card will actually increase, but thankfully, its maximum is 3, so at least the game's merciful at that. However, when you reload cards, it leaves you vulnerable to attack by enemies who will attack you also using cards, because the rules of the castle is use cards for certain things, and that's it, really. And he's explained the nature of enemy cards, so I have to press select, and there's an enemy card right there. And I don't use them as much as I don't use them much in this game, really. I use them a few times, but other than that, nah.
Alright.
Now, my current deck is pretty much crap at the moment because, well, I'm just starting out. But thankfully, you can get more cards as you progress through the game and alter your deck as you see fit, and, well, get stronger that way. Because even though it's still an RPG, it means that you have to level up to get, well, stronger, but the leveling up system is a bit different than, like, in Kingdom Hearts, for example. And I'll demonstrate it more, actually, next time, really. Anyway, there's Donald and Goofy back in their original, well, in their Kingdom Hearts adventure outfits.
Yeah, in case you didn't notice, they were wearing their classic cartoon outfits earlier.
And we saw them like this at the end of the original game, too. Now, there's a reason behind this. If you look online somewhere, there is actually beta footage of Kingdom Hearts, and it actually has Donald and Goofy in their classic cartoon outfits using their magical skills and the shield. And I'm thinking it was Nomura or whoever was in charge of design to slightly alter their appearance so that they kind of resemble their classic outfits, but of a more adventurous aspect, you know?
Yeah.
And the reason that they're in their classic garb at the end of Kingdom Hearts and the beginning of this game is... I'm not sure, really.
Hey, you gotta change clothes sometimes.
Well, yeah, but they're video game characters, and based off cartoons, they rarely change appearances unless the situation calls for it. If they're out of their element, at least. Now, I'm pretty sure these three were still on an adventure to, well, save King Mickey and Riku, so... I'm guessing Donald's magic or something, but how come they don't remember getting into these clothes in the first place? I mean, they act as like they've never seen these clothes before, and like, we clearly saw them throughout the game, and... okay.
And also, this whole forgetting thing will be a common theme of this game.
Oh, yeah. You have no idea. There's a good reason for all this, but I'm starting to forget already. Anyway, here we are, beginning our adventure, and next time, folks, we'll actually be exploring Traverse Town. Well, it's not really Traverse Town per se, but a memory of Traverse Town, so yeah.